The fish got away within 3 seconds of reeling it in? Chances are this step is the problem. Let me teach you a trick to solve it easily. As soon as summer comes, I can't stay put. Fellow anglers know that feeling. The moment the float dips, the rod is lifted, and the line tightens, your heart skips a beat. But sometimes, after reeling for less than 3 seconds, snap, the fish is gone. It makes me so angry that I feel like throwing the fishing rod into the water. Who hasn't experienced this kind of instant escape? The most memorable time for me was last year when I went night fishing by the river with Tom. Not long after it got dark, the float made a sudden plunge. I immediately lifted the rod, and the feel was perfect. But before the rod even bent into a bow, the fish escaped. Old Lee was laughing beside me and said I was too inexperienced. Actually, it's not about being inexperienced, there are skills involved in this part. To get the fish to come ashore obediently, you need some real techniques. First, the hook set when lifting the rod must be crisp and quick. When I first learned to fish, I thought that as soon as the float moved, I had to pull hard immediately. As a result, I either got empty hooks or the fish broke free and swam away. Later, I learned from an old angler. He told me that the correct action for lifting the rod is actually short and forceful, not brute strength. It relies on the strength of the wrist, and along with the elasticity of the rod, at the moment of hooking the fish, the hook can pierce the fish's mouth, hold it firmly, and the fish won't escape easily. Once, I encountered a big black carp in a reservoir. I got weak, hesitated, and lifted it slowly. The black carp easily shook off the hook. I was so angry that I stayed up all night thinking about the action. Finally, I realized that the hook set action must be decisive and quick, without any delay. That's the key. Second, bow the rod to control the line, don't play tug-of-war with the fish. I remember that 2 winters ago, I went to a small river to fish for carp with Xiaozhang. As soon as the fish took the bait, the line was pulled straight. Xiaozhang struggled with the fish stubbornly, and in a few moments, snap, the line broke, and the fish swam away with the hook. The rod should bend, and the line should have some leeway. Keep the tip of the rod up, lean back, and let the rod buffer the impact of the fish. Don't fight with the fish, fishing is not a tug-of-war. Later, I developed a habit, as soon as the fish bites, after lifting the rod to set the hook, I immediately let the rod bend, allowing the elasticity of the rod to help me release the force. The bigger the fish, the less you should confront it head-on. Gradually exhaust its strength, and when the fish is tired, it will be easy to handle. Third, when reeling in the fish, learn to lead it in circles. Don't let it swim into the grass or rock crevices. Fellow angler Lao Zhao is most afraid of catching big fish. The reason is simple: when he gets nervous, he pulls the line wherever the fish swims. As a result, the fish either gets into the grass or gets tangled in rocks, and finally, both the fish and the hook are lost. Reeling in a fish is like walking a dog. You have to control the route. If the fish rushes to the left, you gently lead it to the right. If the fish rushes forward, you control the rod backward. Don't let the fish get into obstacles. Find open water to consume its strength. When the fish is tired and turns belly up, you can scoop it up with a landing net. Fourth, don't underestimate the matching of hooks and line sets. Let me tell you an embarrassing thing. One year, I took a shortcut and randomly took an old line and a small hook. As a result, I lost 3 big crucian carp in one afternoon, and I was really frustrated. If the hook is too small, it can penetrate, but it can't hold firmly, and the fish will shake it off as soon as it struggles. If it's too big, the fish can't bite it, which is a waste. Not to mention the line set. If it's aged or not strong enough, the line will break as soon as the fish rushes. Now, when I go fishing, I will choose the appropriate hooks and lines according to the target fish species. I'd rather bring 2 more sets than be careless. I check the lines regularly, and if I find they are frayed, I replace them immediately. Fifth, be patient when using the landing net. Don't be too hasty. A classic saying from fellow angler Away, the fish hasn't even caught its breath, and you're using the net. What can you catch? If the fish isn't tired out, using the landing net is just helping it escape. Before using the net, spend more time tiring it out. Wait until the fish is so tired that it turns belly up and moves slowly, then gently scoop the landing net up from under the fish. Don't move too violently, otherwise, the fish will struggle, and snap, it will escape again. Every time I wait until the fish is completely exhausted before using the net, and the success rate is much higher. Having said so much, it's actually not difficult to operate. Don't be afraid when lifting the rod. Use the strength of your wrist decisively to set the hook properly. As soon as the fish bites, bow the rod to control the line immediately, let the rod buffer the force for you, and don't confront the fish head-on. When the fish is darting around in the water, don't panic. Adjust the rod according to the direction the fish is swimming, lead it in circles, and don't let it have the chance to get into obstacles. Be sure to choose the right hooks and line sets. Check them regularly and replace them in time if there's a problem. Don't be in a hurry to use the landing net before the fish is tired. Reel it in slowly, and use the net when the fish is tired. Move gently to avoid startling the fish. There's no shortcut to mastering fishing, and everyone has experienced losing fish. As long as you can find the reason from each lost fish and improve gradually, even if you catch only one big fish in a trip, the sense of achievement is something only anglers can understand. Go wild fishing more, practice more, and don't be afraid of failure. Fishing is more and more interesting the more you engage in it. Next time you encounter the situation where the fish escapes within 3 seconds of reeling, don't blame yourself for bad luck. Think about these details and follow them. Maybe a big crucian carp or a black pit carp is waiting in your landing net. Author profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and we will exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of angler's wild fishing. Give a like, collect, and follow to keep up with the next update.